Hello viewers, good day to you all. You're welcome to today's class. I remain your tutor Aisha Bende. So today we shall continue with stoichiometry of reactions. Under the topic, we shall be looking at what we call the mole ratio. So we have a question to solve under the mole ratio. I would love to explain what we mean by the term mole. So mole can be defined as the amount of substance which contains as many elementary particles as there are carbon atoms in 0.012 kilogram of carbon 12. Another definition of a mole is the amount of substance which contains as many formula units as their atoms in 12 grams of carbon 12. So that's another definition of a mole. So in a balanced chemical equation, the numerical coefficient represents the number of moles in that equation. That means it gives the number of reactants and also the number of products. Now this leads us to the question we have, which says, write out the number of moles for each compound and the mole ratio for the reaction Mg plus HCl, which produces MgCl2 plus H2. So we have the reactants here, and also these are the products. Okay. So before we solve any question under the mole ratio, the first thing we need to do is to check and ensure that the equation given is a balanced one. So now let's check if this equation is balanced. Here we have magnesium here at the reactant side is 1, magnesium here is 1, so that means magnesium is balanced. Going to hydrogen, hydrogen here is 1, but here it is 2. So hydrogen is not balanced. And looking at chlorine, chlorine here is 2 at the product and it is 1 here. So we have two elements that are not balanced in this chemical equation, which is the hydrogen and chlorine. So let's balance up. If you add a 2 here now, this makes hydrogen here to becomes 2. So hydrogen here is 2 at the reactant side and also 2 at the product. So looking at chlorine, chlorine here is now 2 because this 2 affects the chlorine. So chlorine here is 2 and chlorine here also is 2. So that means all the elements in this chemical equation are all balanced. So now we can move on, okay? So now we have to write out the number of moles. And the number of moles are the numerical coefficients we have in each compound. So looking at this now, the number of moles we have here. Reactant, Mg here has 1 mole. Here, HCl is a compound here which has 2 moles, and then MgCl2 has 1 mole, YH2 has 1 mole. So these numerical values are the number of moles in this reaction. Now, this is a 2-in-1 question. We have to find the number of moles and also the mole ratio. So for the mole ratio, so we have to bring out the number of moles before we move on to the mole ratio. Since we have the number of moles, now the mole ratio, we all know the symbol for ratio, right? This is the symbol for ratio. So the mole ratio now is going to be 1 ratio, the next number which is 2, then ratio 1, ratio 1. This is 1, ratio 2, ratio 1, ratio 1, okay? So what this means is this is the mole ratio for this chemical equation. So this is just as simple as that. In the next class, we shall solve more examples under the mole ratio, okay? I remain your tutor, Aisha Bende. If you have any question under the mole ratio, kindly bring in your questions and we shall take it up from there. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye for now.